So it's kind of funny that today is Mean Girls Day. But what is also funny is that today was the worst day since Valentine's Day. I'm just going to shake this money around because I really want to lend it to you, right? Today was the worst day since Valentine's Day in the bond market. So it's been a heck of a day. I don't know about for you guys, but it has been a heck of a day here. You know, today's Mean Girls Day. I found out. Oh, by the way, look at this. I'm trying to loan you this, all this money right here. Today's Mean Girls Day, and I had to actually look it up because I didn't even know what that was about. But apparently, the guy asked the girl, Aaron asked Katie what day it was. He turned around and flirted with her, right, and said, "What day is today?" And she said, "October 3rd, right? It was October 3rd, which is today, Wednesday, which that's the only reference in the movie for October 3rd. So it's kind of funny that today is Mean Girls Day. But what is also funny is that today was the worst day since Valentine's Day. I'm just going to shake this money around because I really want to lend it to you, right? Today was the worst day since Valentine's Day in the bond market. So it's been a heck of a day. I don't know about for you guys, but it has been a heck of a day here. And, you know, bonds were rallying today. Rates went crazy. I think our rates changed like 3 or 4 times a day. But anyway, it's been quite a heck of a day. And it's going to get a little bit crazier. But, you know, my point in saying that is that you're going to hear a lot of things on the media. You're going to see a lot of things online. You're going to hear me saying, "Oh my God, today was a horrible day." But I just want everybody to understand that just because the stocks are rallying, just because the bonds are moving, just because everyone's saying the rates are going up, does not mean that it's not a right time to buy. It is a very minimal effect on the consumer. And, you know, we are still below the national average, the historical average on interest rates. So keep that in mind whenever you're looking. You know, the media tries to, say a lot of things, especially when we're in all these political battles right now. So I just want to make everyone aware that everything is not as bad as it seems. It's pressure on people that are in the industry mostly because of the reaction of the consumer. It's not really even about what's happening in the market, what's happening government-wise. The stress that we have on our end and why we freak out, why it's been a doozy of a day, is because of the reaction of the consumer based off of what's happened from the media feeding them socialistically. So just keep that in mind. Rates are going up, but they're still not as high as they were. And, it's always a good time to buy, right? So anyway, I am Brandy Whitmire. I am a nationwide lender. I lend on every type of property, as long as it's 1 to 4 units, and have pretty much every product under the sun. If I don't have it, I'll find a place that does. Always reach out, whether you're looking to refinance. If your lease is coming up, make sure you're reaching out to us and see if it's the right time for you to purchase and if we can help you with any down payment assistance or anything like that. And of course, a lot of people think that with rates going up, it's not a good time to refinance, which is inaccurate because you might have high interest debt. You might have some equity in there that you can use in order to improve your property. So reach out, ask the questions. Just because you're talking to us doesn't mean that you are locked down. Just because we're looking at it or we take an application doesn't mean you're locked down. Look at your options. We typically give 1 to 3 options based off of every scenario to make sure that you're aware of what you can do. So today I want to talk about condo buying. So Condo 101 is what we're talking about today. And the reason why is that, condos are becoming more prevalent these days, right? And, condos are more, popular in, like, let's say, like California and Florida and these, high populous places because of why? Because there is a restricted land on a restricted amount of real estate, right? A good saying is, buy land. Turns out they're not making any more of it, right? So that's true. So in these high populous places like New York, Jersey, these coastal places, you're going to see a lot of condos because you can build up, right? You've got one building that can hold 300 units that if you put single families on it, it would hold 10. So obviously that's going to be, more for money. We're just stacking on top of each other, which is a good thing. And the best saying in real estate is, or the most popular saying in real estate is location, location, location. That's something I can talk about with condos. That's why condos are becoming more popular. Dallas, for example, is becoming more of a populous city because a lot of companies are coming here in order to, because of our cheaper values, or our cheaper, it's a lot more affordable to live here. So buying a condo, what are the benefits? First, I want to talk about the benefits. Obviously, I've already talked about location. Secondly, you are not going to have to do yard work. You're not going to have to worry about your roofing. You're not going to have to worry about structural things like foundation and bones and plumbing and things like that. So it's really good for a person that just doesn't want to deal with that stuff. I don't want to deal with yard work. I don't want to deal with anything like that. So with a condo, it's basically walls in. And if you're talking about insurance, it's called an A6, right? A6 policies, walls in. So that's going to be the paint on your walls, your inside plumbing, your appliances, things like that. It's very, very low maintenance. Another thing with a condo is that you're going to get amenities, right? You're going to get amenities like, does it have a pool? Does it have a gym? Does it have a conference room? Does it have a coffee bar? Does it have a dog park? Does it have a car wash station? You want to take a look at whenever you're buying a condo, what amenities does it have, right? And when buying, I get asked, what's the difference between buying a single family home price-wise, I'll talk about monthly payment price-wise, from buying a condo, single family condo. You are going to look at, now we'll get to that question, absolutely, Matt and Chris. I want to touch on both of those things. It's very good. That's a very good question. But what's the difference between my monthly payment on a single family and a condo? I hear that's a lot more. Well, a lot of people are scared, right? They look at a condo like, oh, that's a pretty good price. I can buy a $200,000 condo. My New Yorkers are going, what? But let's talk about $200,000 condo. I can buy a $200,000 condo where if I went across the street and bought a single family, it'd be $400,000 or $500,000. Oh, but the HOA dues are $600 or $400. What's the difference between these HOA dues? Because an HOA due is going to be over and above your typical house payment, your typical single family payment, which is principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, and possibly mortgage insurance if you have an FHA loan or a conventional loan that you don't have 20% in equity in. But when you're looking at HOA dues, you want to look at what it covers, okay? Because if you have a condo and it's $600 in HOA dues, at first you might be like, whoa, no way. I can't afford $600 on top of everything else that I'm paying. But what does it cover? Because oftentimes it will cover, obviously that covers yard maintenance, all the outside things. That's what HOA is really for, right? It's a homeowners association dues, right? So when you're looking at it, it can also cover over and above what is typical. So you're talking about some of them can cover the hazard insurance. Some of them covers your utilities, like electric, water, gas, trash, all these other utilities that you have in your single family residence is covered by HOA sometimes. So it's very important, because if you have HOA that's $600 and it's covering your electric, your water, your gas, your trash, your outside maintenance, your yard work, and your pool work, and all that, is $600 then reasonable because you're not paying that in other things? Yeah. Big question is, well, hey, is that going to hurt me on my debt to income ratio whenever I go to qualify? When we go to qualify you, we can separate those utilities from the actual HOA dues. Some, not all, not always, but that's something to think about and something that we work diligently towards. So whenever you're looking at an HOA, definitely first thing you want to do, if you're looking at condo, number one thing to do, look at your HOA and see exactly what it covers. Get with the realtor, get with that homeowner, see exactly what it covers. Then see what that HOA can finance as. So some of them will be cash only. Some of them will be approved for FHA. Some of them will be approved for Fannie Mae conventional, Freddie Mac conventional, VA. And what I want to tell you is that if you find a condo that is not approved for Fannie, Freddie, FHA, VA, come to me. Our condo department is amazing. The woman that is on our condo team here at Homebridge is actually works with Fannie Mae directly. We can get condo projects approved, and we will help you do that. And we would love to help you do that, because especially, with the HOA, with a HOA management company, oftentimes they don't know what to do. We do. So if you're a realtor out there and you have a condo that you would like to start selling, but it's not FHA or Fannie or Freddie or VA approved, send it over to me and let me take a look at it and see if I can help you get it approved. And I can work with that team, with our team, to get that approved. So, a lot of people think that condos are difficult to finance. I have to put more money down. It's not the case. I mean, FHA is 3.5% down. It's the same thing. You just have to make sure that that actual condo is approved by the investor or the GSE or Fannie, Freddie, FHA, and all that. So let me know. Send me the condo management company, and I can help you. And definitely look at those HOA dues, the amount, and what it covers, to see if it falls into your budget, and we can help you with that. So I'm going to go in here and look at questions. Chris Green, $200 a year on insurance. I don't know what you're asking me there. Matt, I have a question. Can you do 10% on a condo as a second home? Yes, you can. Not in Florida. And it depends if the condo is a co-op, which means it is also rental based, and it depends on how many owner occupied are in there. But if you have one, send it over to me and I'll take a look at it and see what we can do. Hi, Blake. Hi, Christy. Nicole. I have some fun people in here. That's good. Hey, Amy. Scott. Okay. So that is basically Condo Buying 101. Look at your HOAs, check it out. See, your insurance and taxes will typically be lower, which will help with your monthly payment. And reach out to your realtors, and if you find one that you want to take a look at, send it over to me. I mean, I keep on repeating it, because often so many people are missing out on opportunities on condos because they think that the HOA is too high, or they don't think that they can get the condo project approved, which is not true in most cases, because we can help you with both of those and we can explain both of those for you. And there's a lot of pros to having that HOA take care of all the things that you don't want to deal with. So I think that's all the questions that I have that I can see here. As always, reach out to me. Send me a message, bwhitmire@financemyhome.com. You can call us 214-660-5000. You can DM me. You can whatever. Just reach out. I'm happy to help you and answer any questions that you have, real estate related or otherwise. And let me know if you ever want me to talk about a topic. Next week, I do know that I will be with Billy Alt. We are going to talk about credit. He owns 700 Credit Repair, and I'm very excited about that because he's very, very good at what he does. He's helped many, 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 many of our clients, and we're going to do another live sessions like we did with Christy, and so I'm very excited about that, and that will be next Wednesday, and I will see you then. Talk soon.